Hello everyone, welcome to another success story session on EduTap. And today with us we have Mr. Pranav, who has been recently selected as a NABARD Grade A Officer. So, Mr. Pranav, first of all, heartiest congratulations to you on becoming the NABARD Grade A Officer.
Thank you very much, sir.
So, how are you feeling after being selected as NABARD Grade A Officer?
Excited?
Excited with the selection. That's really nice. So, today, guys, let me tell you here that Mr. Pranav is having a very interesting story of his journey of becoming the NABARD Grade Officer, and he will be sharing his key insights about the preparation as well as his journey of becoming the NABARD Grade Officer. So, let's start this session with a brief introduction about Mr. Pranav.
Okay, so I am from basically Batul district of Madhya Pradesh. I did my BTech in mining engineering from VNIT Nagpur, and I am currently working as executive in Khadi and Village Industries Commission, and now I am selected in NABARD.
So, as you have already mentioned that you are a working aspirant. So, whenever there is a working aspirant, now always people have one common query in their mind that how to manage the time, because you are apart from working, you are also required to manage your studies as well. So, what exactly was your strategy in order to cover up those obstacles of time management?
I have the working hours of 9:30 to 6 p.m. So I had plenty of time after 7 to 8 p.m. in the evening, and in the morning I used to rise early. So I had 1 to 2 hours in the morning also. So that's how I manage my time. So it depends on person to person whether at which time they are comfortable. So they can take 2 3 hours in a day, so it will be sufficient, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. So, guys, you can see here that you are required to basically plan accordingly as per your situations if you are a working aspirant. So, Mr. Pranav, was this your first attempt, or you have already appeared for other regulatory bodies exams in the previous years?
So I have appeared in the NABARD exam in the previous year. Also, I have appeared for RBI also, but yeah, and in the NABARD, this was my second attempt.
Okay. So, what exactly were your learnings? How that previous experience of appearing the NABARD Grade A exam helped you this year as well in order to clear the exam?
Yes, the previous year experience helped me very much because I identified my mistakes in the last attempt. So, like in the phase 2 examination, what I did wrong last year. So I focused on like I last year I have ignored English portion and also the ESI part and answer writing. So this year I focused on all three. So and I have practiced a lot of answer writing and MCQ. So yeah, it was a learning experience from the last year. So this year I have avoided those mistakes.
So very important point from Mr. Pranav here, guys. You are required to note it down that you are always required to focus on your strength, and you are also required to track whatever your weaknesses are and try to work on it, take required actions, and just convert those weaknesses into your strengths. So, as it's been a long journey for you as well of preparing the NABARD Grade A officer, so you must have seen some obstacles in this journey. There must have been some tough times. Can you tell our experience about the same? That how basically you managed to cover up those obstacles and managed in those tough times?
Yes, so yeah, definitely there are tough times. Sometimes you don't want to study, and there is also if you are working, so there is a work pressure also at your office, and so yeah, you have to just keep calm. You have to do some exercise and talk to friends, family. So yeah, they act as a support system, and they also motivates you that you have to continue and you have to reach somewhere in life. So yeah, this was my motivating factor.
So basically, you must have some support system in your life because during those tough times, these support pillars are the pillars that are going to support you and basically help you in focusing more on whatever the target you have kept for yourself.
Yes, yes, definitely. You should have good friends. Like my friends helped me a lot. whether it was for study material or anything else. They have helped. Family also motivated. So yeah, they both acted as a support system.
That's really nice. So, Mr. Pranav, now when I talk about the phase one of the exam, now let's come to the preparation part. Now let's start with the
Yes,
phase one. So, in the phase one, we have basically a total of 8 sections, in which 5 are qualifying and 3 are merit based. So, let's
yes,
begin
yes.
with the strategy that you have opted for the qualifying sections of the exam.
Okay, so for qualifying sections, there like cutoff is very less. So I just focus that I clear the base minimum cutoff. So I practice little bit of maths, reasoning, and at English I was like okay, so I didn't need any preparation for the phase one. And the other decision making and computer knowledge part also. So I have little bit of knowledge because I'm for the computer in due to my current working. And decision making is like common sense based. So I have practiced the question of previous year. So yeah, so for qualifying section, yeah, I did this much. For the real part is the merit section. So for current affairs, I have followed the YouTube sessions of EduTap, this fast track one, for like 2 months before. Like I used to start my day by reading this fast track revision session of EduTap. And for like previous months, I have referred to EduTap magazines. There you and like is some like a marathon session on monthly current affairs, like 200 questions them YouTube EduTap make in a single video. And so, or also the EduTap have started the live practice sessions before the exam. So yeah, I have followed all for government schemes, the important static reports, important current affair reports, and MCQs. So yeah, before the prelim. So this was mainly I have focused on this part for the phase one preparation.
As you mentioned about these sessions, magazines, so can you throw some light on them that how exactly they were? Were they really sufficient and as per the pattern of the exam?
Yes, sir. For this fast track course, for like each day, the general awareness part of the section is taken care of with the fast track sessions. And for the other GS part, GS and ARD, the MCQ sessions and yeah, MCQ sessions were very good, and the super marathon, and other before that also there were many sessions. So the government is this year I also like the government schemes sessions very much, and also the reports session very much. So yeah, there were a lot of questions from government schemes like budget, economic survey, and other facts and data. Yeah, so yeah, this has helped a lot in like attending the MCQs in the physical exam.
Good to hear that, and our team will be really happy after listening these words from your end. And when I talk about the merit-based sections, we all know that there are 3 sections: general awareness,
Yes,
economics and social issues, and agriculture and rural development. And all these
yes, yes,
sections, we know that they are very data heavy because in them there are a lot of facts and figures that you are required to.
yes, 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 yes,
So
sir.
how were you basically how you have managed retaining all those facts and figures, those heavy data, so that you can remember them and also successfully answer the question in the exam?
Yes, sir. Actually, I the revision is the key. I have revised like I have attended first. I have attended the YouTube sessions. I have downloaded the PDF. I have taken its printout, and I have gone through it multiple times. And for like facts, I have just made the short notes. So I have just jotted down the important facts and figures. So yeah, it has helped me in retaining those facts and figures.
And you also mentioned about solving the MCQs, as we all know that in the exam as well, you are having the same kind of interface of solving the MCQs. Did solving MCQs really helps you in retaining the those facts and figures?
Yes, yes, definitely. The solving MCQs is, I guess, more important than studying because through MCQs you get to know where you made mistake and how you make mistakes. So yeah, then we learn from the mistakes. So, yeah, it is very good to have solve a lot of MCQs. Yeah.
So guys, you can note down this point because Mr. Pranav has very beautifully answered about this question, because you all have one common query about retaining the facts and figures कि सर कैसे याद करें इतना सब कुछ, तो उसके लिए revision is the key, solving MCQs is the key, because it is going to give you an idea कि एग्जाम के अंदर कैसे questions पूछे जाएंगे, and apart from that उनको कैसे रिटेन करना है और कौन कौन से एरियाज है जहां पर आप बेसिकली लैक कर रहे हैं, जो डेटा आप याद नहीं कर पा रहे हैं उन पर आप फोकस कर सकते हैं. So that's how you are really required to retain those facts and figures. So when I talk about the phase one, so among all the sections, which was your low hanging fruit? What was the most scoring section for you in the phase one of the exam?
Phase one, I guess it was general awareness because I have prepared a lot, and ART also because most of the part it's like easy also, and the static, so you can prepare easily. The ESI section was little bit tough, but yeah, I have prepared well, so yeah, it was okay, I guess.
There is one more question in children's basically mind, that what should be the appropriate timeline for these current affairs to be covered from the exam point of view?
Yeah, I guess the 3 months before the exam with extensive focus, and yeah, up to 6 months also they can cover if they have time, sufficient time. Yeah. So yeah, this year they have asked from May. Exam was in September, and there were questions from May, June, July. So yeah, 4 5 months. Yeah, it should be. It's ideally it should be 6 months, I guess, because in the phase two also you have to prepare them. So yeah, in the phase one also you just prepare it.
Okay. So guys, very important point, that last 3 months you are required to extensively focus on them, and you are also required to cover the next 3 months as well. That means 3 to 6 months of current affairs are very much required to be covered from the exam point of view. So, Mr. Pranav, you also appeared in mock tests.
Yes, with the All India free mock test because I have purchased the course after phase one result. So yeah, in the before phase one, I had just appeared in the All India mock test. Which, I guess it was two mock tests, two or three.
Yes. So, were they really beneficial in getting the idea that what exactly is the level of a preparation from the exam point of view?
Yes, definitely. They were like they saw your level of preparation, how much you are prepared, where do you make mistakes, and in what topics you have to focus and what areas you can score good. So yeah, it motivates also. It also teaches like what you have to work on. So these are the very important things in the mock test also. And with mock test, and also I have referred to the previous year question papers also because they are also important. And for I also referred to the RBI phase one and phase two paper, previous year paper for like 2022. So yeah, from there also I have got some idea about the question.
Okay. So in a nutshell, you are required to analyze the previous year questions. They are going to give you idea that what kind of questions can be asked in the exam. And the next thing is appearing in mock test is also important, because it gives you an opportunity to basically commit the mistakes and all the mistakes just before the exam, because in the exam you don't have any scope of such kind of mistakes.
Yes, definitely.
So, guys, I believe that the phase one questions have been very clearly answered by Mr. Pranav here, and and all your queries about the phase one are being very much clear. And now let's move on to the phase two of the exam. So, in the phase two of the exam, first of all, there are two big challenges for the people here. One is the descriptive question, and the second thing is the interface of the exam. So can you tell
Yes.
our students that how they can also manage like you in order to clear these kind of challenges that they are going to face in the exam?
So there are for descriptive interface part, there are some platforms like one thing is the mock test. So mock test interface is like the more or less the actual exam. So they should practice on the mock test interface and they should practice the writing descriptive answers because without practice in the main exam you are going nowhere. So you are definitely going to fail. So these two things are important, and there are platforms of coaching institutes and others also. So as the aspirant feel comfortable, they can use it to get the heck of it.
Exactly. So practicing them and basically awareing about such kind of challenges before the exam is going to benefit the students here.
Yes, yes, definitely, because I have made this mistake in my first attempt. So I have paid the price for it. So I understand it.
So, guys, one important lesson that you can at least learn from Mr. Pranav, that learning from the mistakes is very important when you are preparing for a competitive exam like NABARD Grade A exam.
Yes.
So, now can you tell our aspirants about the appropriate structure of a descriptive answer when I talk about the ESI and ARD part?
So yeah, it is kind of everyone knows it. Like it should any answer should start with the introduction. Then there should be connecting para body and the conclusion. For introduction, there should be definition, facts and figures, and like recent examples. So yeah, and for body, most of the parts should compose body. Body should be like precise, like point wise they can use, like it should be structured, like your flow of thought should be structured. So yeah, I guess, and they just write, and after and get it checked by any of the educator mentor, so they will understand like what should be done in a answer, what should be the ideal answer. So I have taken the test of EduTap for descriptive answers. So like the comments the checker has written on the my answer copies. So they really helped me that where should I do, how should I frame my answer better. Yeah.
So practicing these kind of questions and getting them evaluated, they are both going to help you in clearing the descriptive questions obstacle of the exam.
Yes, definitely.
So there is also one a very common query among the aspirants about touching the word limit which are mentioned in the exam. So what we are required to basically always touch the 100% limit, or we can have something some difference of 10 or 20%.
I guess, yeah, we can have the difference. Like if time permits, we can like reach the limit, and more than that also 10, 20% of up and down. There is no issue. But the quality of answer, I guess, that matters. That it should cover all the part, answering all the parts of the questions, and it should be neat and clean and framed well. Because I was not able to reach the word limit, so I have written less. So just whatever I know, or whatever way I can frame the answer better, I have focused on that. So yeah.
So basically, in the nutshell, if you are short of time, then you can at least make sure that you are touching all the aspects of the questions which are being asked in the exam.
Yes. Yeah.
So now let's start with the first section of this particular exam, that is general English. So when I talk about the general English, there are three questions, and please tell our aspirants that how you managed to clear this particular section of the exam and what exactly was the strategy of the time distribution to all these three questions in the exam.
Okay, so for English, time consent is not much because I guess they give 90 minutes, and for most of the time, I allotted most time to the essay. So for preparing for the essay, I have like rules. I have attended the sessions of EduTap. So the educator told that how you should frame the essay and how should write in the paragraph only. There should be no point and all, and there should be multiple paragraphs, and it should be like multidimensional. It's like it should cover the all the aspects of a particular topic. So it should be little broad, and it should not be like a question answer of ESI. And for the introduction also matters in the essay. So I have prepared facts and figures and definitions for. I have just like made my notes for that. I have jotted down important facts and figures and some introduction body and some conclusion body also in my notes. so I can readily use as and when required. So yeah, I guess it was 30 minutes I have allotted, 30 to 35 minutes I have allotted for the um, essay in the main exam. And after that, there is precise writing and yeah, precise writing. Yeah. I have I have practiced for precise. I have practiced various mock in the mock test and also from the previous year. So yeah, there are rules for precise writings. The educators tell that these things to be kept in mind, that it should be concise. It should be devoid of facts and figures, and it should be in your own words. So I focus on that. And for the letter writing also, the simple rules, you have to follow the structure and you have to give some inputs in your body. So like it should be not, it should be reaching the word limit. So in the later part, many people face to reach the word limit. So you have to work on that, a little bit practice. You can do good in English.
So, following the rules of the precise writing and basically collecting the adequate material for the essay, they are really very important. So, you also prepared some prospective list of the essay before the exam.
Yes, yes. I have first I have referred to the previous year, whatever essay topics have been asked in previous. Then I have categorized five to four broad categories, and based on that, I have prepared the facts and figures and the introduction, body, conclusion material. Yes, and I so more or less the essay was on these lines. Actual essay was asked on these lines also. So yeah. I have prepared, yeah, I have gone the extensive list of the essay topics which can be asked.
Very nice to hear that. And now let's talk about the second section, that is ESI and ARD. So, can you tell our aspirant that how you prepared for this particular section and what exactly were the different challenges that you faced during the this particular section?
So for the ESI, they ask government schemes very much in depth, and also they ask questions regarding reports. So I have for for this MCQ part, I have solved MCQs. I have read the government scheme magazine of EduTap in detail. I have solved the government scheme MCQs on the EduTap platform.
So, how
So
was
for
this government scheme magazine that you have covered from EduTap?
what's that?
How was that government scheme magazine that you read?
Yes, sir. It was very good because it covers all the relevant facts from the particular scheme. And this year, the government schemes magazine also helped me a lot in the descriptive answer because there were two schemes based question in the descriptive, like one for NRLM and another for Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. So, like for Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada, I was having the facts by heart. So I have just mentioned those in my answer. So it was my really good answer for the Matsya Sampada Yojana. And NRLM also I did good. So yeah, it helped me both in descriptive and like MCQs part. Or the another for ARD, yeah, the EduTech material is fine. And yeah, although it was a little tough this year, the actual questions of the ARD, but yeah, the easy questions we can manage, and that's make the difference, I guess. And
Good.
for descriptive answer writing, I have also referred all the model question and answers of the EduTap they provide for each topic. So I gone through it, and yeah, the mock test also help.
Okay, that's really nice. So, can you list out some important topics from the ARD part that are must-do topics?
I think all the farming systems and agronomy also, and animal husbandry, poultry. So these are very good, I guess. And the soil science. So these 4 5 topics are horticulture. Yes. So these. I think. Although I think it is all the topics are important because you don't know from which topics they are going to ask, and like there is a trend that they are going to ask from each and every topic some questions.
So, guys, you can note down this point because all the topics which are mentioned are basically they are important and they are required to be covered from the exam point of view. As you also mentioned about the mock test, so have mock tests really helped you for the phase two exam, and how did they help you? If
Yes, definitely. The for phase two exam, the mock tests are very really important. I think, like rather than studying, if someone attends all the 5 to 6 mock tests and analyze them properly, they are going to clear the exam. In the phase one, if someone has not attended the mock test, it does not matter much. But in the phase two, it is very crucial. So without mock test, I don't know how people clear it. But yeah, these are very important. The mock test in the phase two.
they are very important, and they also once again give you an idea that what exactly should be your right strategy when you are appearing in the exam.
Yes, because in the phase two exam there is lot of scope for like mistakes because when we for descriptive part when we write answer we do a lot of grammatical mistakes, spelling mistakes, and if we don't practice or we don't give the mock test, we are not able to know that we are going to make this mistakes in actual exam. So if we haven't given any mock test and we just appear in the actual exam and we do the mistakes there, so this will not be good for us.
Exactly. So, guys, I really believe that all these points are very much clear to all of you about the phase two of the NABARD Grade A exam. So now let's move on to the third section of the exam. That is the third phase. That is the interview stage. So how exactly you basically prepared for the interview stage? What were the different sources you referred to, and did you also appear in any kind of mock test for the interview?
Yes, I have I have prepared from the basic. First, I have watched the YouTube session on of EduTap that what how to prepare for the interview, and they have suggested that you should first prepare on your biodata and then current affairs and the things related to NABARD like their PLPs, their website, their schemes, their annual report, and any state focused paper. So and other things regarding yeah. So these were the main things, and I have appeared for the mock interview of EduTap, which was taken, and the my actual interview was also on the these lines also. Only these lines. No out of the topic questions they have asked. They have just asked from the expected lines. So yeah, for and I guess the annual report of the NABARD and your state focus paper and the basic knowledge of agriculture in the surrounding area where you live. So these are the main things, and some uh, topics like financial inclusion and other things which NABARD is involved. And I have also referred to all the previous year transcripts which were available in Telegram group or any other source. So this has really helped in the actual interview.
Yes. So, Mr. Pranav, as you have mentioned that you appeared in the mock interview at EduTap, so how was the panel and how exactly their feedback helped you in your actual interview for the exam?
So the people in the panel from the ex-employees of the NABARD, so they know about the NABARD like throughout, very good. So they have asked very relevant questions in the mock interview, and after each questions they were suggesting that how should I frame my answer in actual interview, what dimensions to be covered in the answer while answering, and how should I prepare like for current affair, how should I read the some newspaper, financial newspapers. I should have some idea about the banking. I should have all the idea about my current job profile and relation between my current organization and the NABARD, and what NABARD is doing for various sectors of the economy, rural development, and the country as a whole. So the linking to my current organization with the NABARD was very crucial, and in the actual interview also, they have asked many questions regarding this. That how KVIC is same as NABARD, how maybe KVIC is different from NABARD. So how your current experience is going to help in NABARD. So these were the questions like, and yeah, definitely because there was some overlap between the functions of KPIC and the functions of NABARD, particularly in the non-farm sector. So the interviewer asked regarding these only, that how what your KVIC, what you are currently doing is at KVIC, and how you are going to doing at the NABARD.
So very clearly, Mr. Pranav has told everybody of us that what exactly you are required to cover from the interview point of view and what are the different kind of questions you will be asked in the interview. So there is one point that I would like to ask Mr. Pranav here, that various times, see whatever your preparation level is, but still a point come in your actual interview that you are not able to answer that question. So what exactly you do in that kind of situation? Do you just guess for the answer, or you just say humbly no to that particular part?
Actually, in the actual, okay. So for like whether to say sorry or you can guess something. So depends on situation. If you don't have any idea, so you should just say sorry. If you have some idea and you are not sure, so you can guess. And but you should ask first the permission of the interviewer. So whether I can guess or not. So yeah, I think like that.
So guys, I believe that you have got the real crux of the situation, that how you are really required to respond in those kind of situations. So Mr. Pranav, one last piece of advice for all the aspirants who are watching you and who are preparing for the NABARD Grade A Officer exam.
Yes. So I'll say that every aspirant should do the preparation dedicatedly. If they fail at any stage of the examination, they should not get disheartened, and they should just keep preparing, and in the next time they will do wonders.
Hmm. So, guys, I really believe that you have got the main point. And now, Mr. Pranav, one last question for you in the today's session, and that is, how exactly EduTap helped you in becoming the NABARD Grade A officer?
So I don't have words for that, because from starting my preparation to like and for like each stage, I have taken the benefits from the EduTap, whether it was the phase 1, phase 2, or it was interview. At all three stage, EduTap helped me a lot, and I'll thank all the EduTap team, all the persons, all like whole team of EduTap for my success.
Our team will really be very happy to hear that. And guys, I really believe that you have got all your queries resolved when I talk about the phase 1, phase 2, as well as the phase 3 of this particular exam. And guys, we will keep on coming with such kind of success story session. And Mr. Pranav, on the whole behalf of EduTap team and the student fraternity, I would like to wish you all the best for your future endeavors. And we would like to thank you for joining our platform and sharing your interesting story of becoming the NABARD Grade A officer.
Thank you, sir.
So, guys, we will be meeting you in the next session. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy. Wish you all happy learning.